RENEBOXYOUNG, what's going on? So I just want to take a little time out talking about the middleweight division. We just saw Janibek wipe out this guy Vincenzo for the IBF title. Congratulations to Janibek. He wiped this guy out, man. I mean, wonderful, crisp, quick jab and wonderful skill set from Janibek. I'm enjoying his fights. Seeing the trajectory of him in the middleweight division. Now, mind you, I've complained about the middleweight division, how lame it has been for a long time, and this guy Janibek is doing what these men in the middleweight division should be doing, ladies and gentlemen. We got to give credit to Janibek. He's doing what all these guys, and from all these divisions, he's doing what a fighter should do, going for legacy, unifying belts, going for undisputed. Now, he's recently talking about after this win against Vincenzo, I think his name is, unifying. Now he wants undisputed. He's going for undisputed, and so this is why I titled this video, Erislandy Lara and Jermall Charlo, step up or step aside, man. Everybody knows the story, what's going on. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, first of all, Vincenzo, this guy that Janibek just beat, he got that title, that IBF title, because of Triple G vacating, if I'm not mistaken. So Triple G, who knows what the heck's going on with him? I guess he's retired or whatever he's doing. But I think he should stay like that. Just stay out the ring. He had a wonderful career, but I digress. But anyways, getting back to Janibek, he got this IBF belt. He's flying by these opponents. Okay, he's just walking through these guys, man. And now the focal point is this. As far as the middleweight division. And let me get back to what I was saying just a moment ago too, real quick. I've complained about the middleweight division, and but the fighters, and they're not unifying and this and that. Charlo's been out for however long he's been out. Now he's gonna fight this guy Jose Benavidez, which is nice. He's coming back. I get it. Tune-up job, whatever they call it. Fine. Erislandy Lara. Okay, how long has this guy been out the ring too? If I'm not mistaken, we're going over a year, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're like at a year and a half or more that Erislandy Lara has not even been in the ring, man. And before that, before his last fight, it was another year. I mean, these guys with this inactivity is horrible. I really don't care what name it is, ladies and gentlemen. What's Lara doing? That's my question here. What is Erislandy Lara doing? Is he going to retire? Is he going to, and he's holding that belt. He's just sitting around holding that belt. It's time to step up or step aside, man. And I say it with all due respect, man. And what age is Erislandy Lara? I know some people out there have some hopes in this guy, but if you're not active and if you're not constant, if you're not even showing up your face for interviews, if you're not doing anything to engage with the public, what are you doing? What are you doing? And this goes out to all these fighters, man. And then Jermall Charlo, that's just another story. But hey, at least he's coming back, right? At least he's, starting to pick up the pace at least. I mean, the thing there is that's another issue, though, as far as the WBC belt. Why the heck did he have this freaking belt so long? And I got to get back to that. Janibek, man, he's doing what these fighters should do. He's coming in and wiping these guys out, man, and he wants to go for legacy. He's unifying. And this is what you should do. He's being a pioneer in 160 right now as we speak, and we're witnessing this, ladies and gentlemen. So I think, man, you got some names in the middleweight division. What should be next for Janibek? Okay, you got Carlos Adames, which is, I guess he's talking about fighting Canelo. Who the heck knows what's going on there? But he's there in the 160 division, at least in the rankings. But I doubt he's going to be next. I mean, but Janibek does not want to defend any titles anymore. He wants to go and unify and get undisputed. So getting back to the question, ladies and gentlemen, what was Jermall Charlo going to do after Jose Benavidez if he even beats him? Because we don't even know how he's going to look. Or is Jermall Charlo going to come in and fight Jose Benavidez and disappear another year, like a lot of these fighters do? What is going on really? I personally hope, because if these guys aren't going to fight, I mean, they either step up or step aside. Vacate those freaking belts and let Lara go let Janibek go handle that business, because he's the one that's really hungry, and we need more champs like this, ladies and gentlemen. You also got Jaime Munguia. Now he's been babysitted for years. He's been babysitted for his whole freaking career, man. But he's up there in the rankings for the Ring Magazine belt or whatever. So what is he gonna do? What are they gonna do with Munguia too? What I do see an interesting factor here is who is going to step up. Maybe Mel, because if he's going to move up to 160, that would really spice up the division. That would really spice up. I mean, Janibek's already spicing it up. He's already stirring the pot. He's already bringing the noise. Which is awesome, unifying. If Mel moves up to 160, right, or maybe move down in this case because he was at 168. What's Mel gonna do next? I don't know, but this would spice it up. This would make it a lot more interesting if he were to go to 160, Jermall Charlo. I'm not talking about Maul, I'm talking about Jermell because, Jermall, maybe he's gonna move up to 168, go fight Plant. He has that beef with Plant, in which I think I just made a recent video talking about Plant should go and fight freaking David and Morel. Neither of them are calling each other out. That's fishy right there. But anyway, I made that video. I'll check that out. Jermall might move up to 168 and get that Plant beef, out the way. And Mel moving up to 160 would be awesome, or moving down, however you want to see it, and fighting Janibek, man. That would be fantastic. Because as it is, like I said at the beginning, Jermall and Erislandy Lara, they're not even doing anything anyway. They haven't been for a long time. I mean, props to Jermall for coming back and fighting Jose Benavidez, but it's not no unification. Not no unification. He still has that WBC belt. And as for Lada, what's going on there? So I mean, Mel, somebody has to come in and stir the pot, man. Somebody has to be a dancing partner, a legit dancing partner for Janibek. It would be wonderful if it were Lada. It would be wonderful for Jermall Charlo, but I'm not so sure. I think those guys are more likely to step aside. Erislandy Lara is more likely to vacate that belt. I think it's a WBA belt that he, been collecting dust with. I don't know, man. I mean, I definitely give my props to Janibek, man. So my question is this once again: what is Erislandy Lara gonna do? What is Jermall Charlo gonna do? I'm looking past the Jose Benavidez fight, ladies and gentlemen, because we all know that's a warm-up fight. We all know that's just a fight because he's been off for 2 years, and now he's gonna come back, dust off his gloves. But ladies and gentlemen, if Jermall Charlo stays at 160, go get that, man. Y'all unify right there because Jermall Charlo does have a chance. I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm not saying he's horrible. Of course not. I'm just talking about I'm just criticizing the inactivity, and I get it. Yeah, mental health. I get that stuff, man. Personal business. But what I didn't like was why did the WBC let him hold that belt so long? You know, but it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? So I would love to see these guys step up Janibek, but I kind of inclined to they're going to step aside. But who knows, right? Jermall Charlo, once again, let me just repeat myself real quick. After Benavidez, he might stick around at 160 and fight Janibek. But I would love to see somebody step up to the plate. I would love to see Jermell, I'm talking about Jermell Charlo, maybe going down, okay, he was at 168, going down to 160 and fighting Janibek. That would be fantastic. But we'll see what happens, man. Interesting things going on here in these divisions. 154, 160, 168. In this case, 160. Because Janibek, he's really making noise. Got to give him his props, man. And I know a lot of people talking about, oh yeah, he's not the boogeyman and this and that. And I myself have complained not about Janibek, but about the division in general. But hey, we got to give props to Janibek. He's doing what I gotta say at the beginning of it. What I said at the beginning of the video. He's doing what all these fighters should do, going for legacy, unifying belts, you know what I'm saying, and going for the undisputed. And he's showing what it should be done, not being inactive, not being, just, beating around the bush and just this guy's doing what you should do. He's being a wonderful example, even though the 160 division has been lame, yes, for a minute, but it's because they're not doing what Janibek's doing. They're not doing what Janibek's doing. I got to give him his props, man. So wonderful win, against this guy. I forgot his name, Vincenzo, whatever. So hey, I can't wait to see what's next for Janibek. And I don't know if it's gonna be Lada stepping up or stepping aside, or Jermall Charlo stepping up or stepping aside. So the question is, who's gonna step up to the plate at 160 to fight Janibek? I don't know, man. I don't think they're so excited, these guys at 160, to do that against Janibek, especially on because of how he's performing. He's taking these guys out, man. So what do you guys think, man? Do you think Lada or Jermall is going to step up, or are they going to step aside? Go ahead and comment section. RENEBOXYOUNG, peace.